Good morning, everyone. I am Teacher Beth. Welcome to our Scientific Wednesday class. I'll help you understand the different things around us. Today, we're going to talk about the need to protect and conserve estuaries and their tidal zone. Let's answer the riddle. I'm a habitat where salty water and fresh water meet. What am I? Very good. Estuary is the correct answer. You answered correctly. I'm a kind of habitat where four zones meet. What am I? The correct answer is intertidal zone. Is your answer correct? Why do we need to protect and conserve estuaries and intertidal zone? In order for us to know the answer to that question, let us first find out the important things about the estuaries and intertidal zone. What exactly is an estuary? An estuary is a partially enclosed coastal body of water where salt water from the ocean mixes with fresh water draining from the land. Bays, inlets, and tidal river valleys are all examples of estuaries. How does estuary benefit marine life? Estuaries can filter out sediments and pollutants from rivers and streams before they flow into the ocean, providing cleaner water for humans and marine life. Healthy estuaries can absorb surges of water from storms, floods, and tides, protecting our homes and communities. Why are estuaries often called nurseries of the sea? Estuaries provide ideal areas for migratory birds to rest and refuel during their long journeys. Many species of fish and wildlife rely on the sheltered waters of estuaries as protected spawning places. It provides important habitat for many coastal organisms, providing them with food and shelter. Why are estuaries important to the economy? Estuaries are often the economic centers of coastal communities. It provides habitat for more than 75% of the commercial fish catch, providing us with food, jobs, consumer goods, and recreation. What about the intertidal zone? On the other hand, intertidal zones exist anywhere the ocean meets the land, from steep rocky ledges to long slopy sandy beaches and mudflats. It also provides a home to other marine plants and animals that eventually serve as a source of food for humans and many other animals. Intertidal zone has four physical divisions. What are the four tide pool zones? Tide pool habitats can be divided into four major zones: the splash or spray zone, the high intertidal zone, the mid intertidal zone, and the low intertidal zone. Each subzone has the characteristics and distinct biological community, characteristics and ecological differences. Let's start with spray zone. The spray zone is the highest zone of true marine life. It is usually only kept damp through wave splash. Organisms surviving this environment include lichens and snails. The high intertidal zone. The upper intertidal zone is only covered by water at high tide. The zone is characterized by barnacles, limpets, and crab. The mid-intertidal zone. The middle intertidal zone is generally submerged regularly covered by water. Organisms in this zone include mussel, sea urchin, snail, sea stars, and anemone. The low intertidal zone. The low zone is only exposed to air during extreme low tides. Some of those found in this area are anemone, crab, algae, sea stars and sea urchin, and kelp. At present, the natural balance of this ecosystem is disturbed due to human activities as well as natural events. They should be protected and preserved, not just for today's use but for future generations. So what are the effects of its destruction of intertidal zone? Human impact. The gathering of shells and other marine organisms in the estuaries and intertidal pool contributes to the extinction of species and destruction of their habitat. Overexploitation can lead to resource depletion and put several threatened and endangered species at risk for extinction. Urban development, like housing and commercial development, recreational activities and fishing, will change the environment and have an impact on estuaries and their tidal zone. Population. The increase in population leads to an increase in the demand for food products. Pollution. It poses a threat to animals and plants. This includes discarded, non-biodegradable materials, oil spills, sewage spills, and toxic chemicals. So what are the ways to protect estuaries and intertidal zone? First, we must take action. Organize a stream or beach cleanup. Encourage your local newspaper to write a story or ask an expert to speak at your community organization or local school. Respect habitat. Treat the homes of vital marine life with care. Create non-toxic pesticides. A bit of soap and water does the job and keeps harmful chemicals from ending up in a nearby waterways. Think before you pour. Many hazardous products flow from household drains through sewage treatment plants and into coastal bodies of water. Septic system maintenance. Keep septic systems working properly. Pump your system every 3 years. Now we know why we need to protect and preserve estuaries and intertidal zone. Human lives depend to some extent on the abundant resources of estuaries. Humans therefore need to live in harmony with every component of an ecosystem, like estuary and intertidal zone. Every individual has a duty to use wisely and preserve the resources that we find and enjoy on every part of our planet. It is the responsibility of the people to examine their everyday activities and think about how they might be contributing to the pollution problem. The time for action to protect and restore the estuary and intertidal zone is now, for tomorrow might be too late. Every individual should take active role in the implementation of conservation programs to identify and address water quality, pollution, and habitat problems within estuaries. I hope you learn a lot today and apply this learning in your daily life.